Happy Friday, everybody. We're out here with the herd. This is one of our favorite times of the day, just hanging out with the herd and feeding. And so we figured we'd bring you along. We're live at the ranch today.
Yeah.
So let us know if you guys can hear us. Service is not quite as good out here, but we're hoping for the best today. And yeah, we're just going to kind of hang out with these guys, answer any questions that you have, and just enjoy an evening with the horses and mules today.
Tazzy man.
Tazzy man. Let us know if you guys enjoyed the short with Taz, the horse pillow. Today. Hey, some people are on
Horse
here. We got
pillow.
Sleepy Frog, Ellie Yinger, the chicken. Michelle Rue says hello from Montana. Lori's here from Minnesota. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. And I just have the phone today, and it'll be kind of a normal feed with us Friday, where it gets a little hectic because we're going to be doing the evening chores while we're answering questions.
Yes.
So, hey, we got people Pennsylvania, Idaho. Sleepy Frog wants a horse pillow.
Yeah.
We got Elaine in Maine. The horse pillow was the best advertisement I've seen in my 73 years of life. That's pretty good. Awesome. Sweet. Southwest Idaho is here. Southwest Idaho, down by the Owyhees maybe. Donna's here from Ellensburg, Washington. I went to college in Ellensburg.
Whoa,
Donna.
careful, you're gonna bonk your head.
And East Tennessee.
The horse pillow, only 302 installments, easy installments of $19.99, and shipping's only $2 a mile, so it's a deal.
It's a steal, really. Yeah, what do you guys think of Tazzy? That was pretty fun watching Taz just hanging out.
Hi.
All peaceful.
What are you doing?
These guys say they're ready for dinner, I think.
They're hungry. They're hungry.
How'd you guys' week go? People in the chat, let us know. Anything good happened this week? What good happened this week for us? We got shelters lined out and coming.
Yeah.
We got to spend some time with the landowner here.
Yeah.
We just got to visit with the renters. There's a lot of good stuff going on around here.
Yeah, there is.
Probably
I'm
the biggest.
for shelters.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The biggest thing is that we have a shelter coming tomorrow. A big old 10 by 20.
Yep.
Are we putting it in this one?
I don't know. We'll see what he wants to do.
One?
We don't know if he can make it through the gates. We'll have to take down a section. Oh, Mesa, what are you doing? A section of buck and rail.
Gosh.
And yeah, Mesa, why?
This is what they do. This is why they need bubble wrap.
Mesa.
They're like super horse safe. She's like, let's see if I can wedge my neck in this one little triangle.
You're making me nervous. Okay, let's come down here. Let's step away from the triangle. Thank you.
Ma'am. Taz, why is she like this?
Oh, Clyde, why are you a jerk? Don't be a jerk. So as I was saying, before Mesa tried to get her head stuck in the fence, I don't know if he can pull through. We're going to have to take some rails and a buck out over there. And he'll come through and either dump it in here or he'll pull straight through these gates and put it in this one. We haven't decided yet.
And then are we dead set on putting panels up in between here and just opening this up?
I think so. I think we'll bring a couple panels over. Hey, Rooster. Don't do that. I think we'll bring a couple panels over and just make a little alley in between that pen and this pen. So everyone can just go in both and they'll have a shelter in one of them, but they can just share the whole space. So that'll be good. Then everyone has access to the shelter.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet.
Because then he's bringing over 2 10 by 10s the next weekend, which will be one for Honey, one for the 3 Wyoming girls.
And they'll go right over there.
And then after that, he'll bring over one more 10 by 10 and another 10 by 20. So each one of these will have a 10 by 20. And then we'll have 3 10 by 10s out in the Mustang area. However we configure that.
So these Feed With Us Fridays, I'm even worse at getting all the questions, but we will answer some as we go. And I just saw one come in from Christine Evans. It says, how did Alyssa like the stirrups she bought?
I like them so far. Yeah, I like them so far. Jason has a set that are kind of, hey, quit. Get out of here. he always does this during
We
feed
can
time.
give him some hay.
Yeah, he just is like, feed me. I'm going to eat the fence if you don't feed me.
I'll eat this whole fence.
Jason has a pair that they added like wedges in, which is the same concept. And so I've ridden in those quite a bit. So throw one chunk there.
Oh, cool. Michael Rue said, got to rope in the branding pen off my Mustang. Healed my first 5 calves. Awesome. Now that is a good day. That is super cool, Michael. Well done. We would love to learn to rope someday. Like, we kind of screw around, and if you guys watched Alyssa's Mule Week video, she roped the dummy off of Clyde pretty well, but we by no means are good at roping, but we would love to learn. It's a very intimidating thing to learn when you're not like raised around it. It's like, how do you even get started safely, you know? But that is super cool, Michael. Thanks for sharing.
I'll be right back. Just on these guys.
How's the feed doing on this? Is it jumping around real bad? I'll try and...
A lot of times when Jason moves around, it cuts out, so that's why.
One of my favorite things, hopefully the video is clear enough, but one of my favorite is when horses and mules eat their hay, just like Clyde is right now, when their eyes are like half closed and they're just so content and just munching.
So I got flies bugging me though.
Oh, here's a question for you. This one's from Melinda Madrigal. I think you've been asked before, but would you guys ever consider Road to the Horse? Alyssa?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably never going to happen, so I haven't really thought about it. It'd be kind of a fun experience. I don't think I'd do very well, but
I think it'd be really cool. Not for me. That's why I forwarded that one on to Alyssa. I think it'd be really cool for Alyssa to try and do that. And if she got a horse that she really clicked with, I think it would go pretty well. I mean, with people like, you know, Nick Dowers there and stuff, those guys are next level, lifelong horsemen. But I think Alyssa would fit right in with them.
I don't know about that. Rooster's rubbing his mane off on the fence. Rooster.
I saw another question come in. This is from Peggy Emerson. Says, what's going on with Rooster's jaw? You said it was a little swollen in a recent video. Is he okay?
Yep, it's all gone now.
We're not sure if it was there was a little tick that got on him. And we're not sure if it was just kind of an immune response to that or what. But
that's my guess.
It went away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it was, you want to show them where it was so that if, I don't know, people want to know kind of where to look for that type of thing.
Well, he got bit. The tick was under his jaw, and then it was just like the lymph node near where that tick was. So that's my guess, is it was just a immune response. But he didn't act weird. He didn't have a fever. So, and now it's gone. It was never sensitive, but all back to normal now.
Yeah, thank you guys, or thank you for asking. He's doing good. Here's another question from Teresa. Says, have you ever been to /backpacked in the Great Smoky Mountain, East Tennessee area? Have you ever been there, Alyssa?
I have not.
I went there with my dad actually once. I went there to learn how to do a concrete polishing with a big grinder thing. And we took some time to do touristy stuff, and it was really cool. We really enjoyed our time back there. It was neat. The people in Tennessee that we were in contact with were just super friendly. Oh, we lost Alyssa. Let's go see Mesa. So these Feed With Us Fridays are always, they should be sub-captioned ADHD with Alyssa because we get distracted quite a bit. Hey, Mace, how are you? Good girl. You can see Macy's little scar there from her big accident last year. It's really healed up well. Rosemary says my words are starting to slur a little bit. So hopefully that's just from the feed, not from me being overtired.
What are you doing?
Got some more people hopping on here. Matilda is here. Jojo says hello from Southern California. Little fun fact, I also went to college in California for a little while, Santa Barbara, so I guess that might not be quite southern, but
What you
it
doing?
felt southern to me. Here's one from Kim Kelso. Can you treat equines for flies and ticks like they treat cattle? Do they have like porons for horses?
I don't know if they use those like ever for Mustangs,
Yeah.
but it's not. I mean, you just like for horses, usually it's fly spray application, which like at the ranch I worked at, we actually used to fly spray our cattle, but we used backpacks like you would use for spraying weeds and stuff, and makes up a big giant thing of basically fly spray. And when they're all in the corral, just like spray them all and to help control the flies. So, but I haven't really seen the use of like an actual just like pour on ivermectin. That's warmer, I guess, but that's usually what it is with cattle is like a pour on warmer.
Oh, here's a question from Matilda. It says, Jason, I have a question. What brand is your straw hat that you rode in for the property tour? It's a Ariat brand, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it, Alyssa? It's Ariat?
That's what you told me the other day.
I'm pretty sure it is. And I got it at Murdoch's, but I'm sure you could find it anywhere. I wish I had it here so I could tell you the model. It's up in the trailer. But it's an Ariat. And I really like it. It's nice to have a straw hat when it gets a little hotter out. I still sometimes wear the felt in the summer, but the straw one is just a little bit cooler. Melinda Madrigal says, for one, watching from Seattle, awesome. And also, she thinks that you would smoke the competition at Road to the Horse.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't have your confidence, but it would be a cool experience regardless. It would definitely be a fun experience. I'm like, it's crazy what they get done with those colts. It's like watching from the outside, you're like, oh, that wouldn't be that hard. But like if you're down in that round pen, it would be like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So
I've learned that firsthand working with my Mustang, Cheyenne. It's like I can watch and I kind of know what Alyssa is about to do for the most part. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like, good job there. But then when you're in there and you're the one doing it, it's a whole new ball game. It's like there's a level of horsemanship that you understand what's going on, and then there's another level up where you can actually do it, and then there's multiple levels above that where it's like your timing comes into play and stuff like that. But I've learned it's not as it looks.
a lot of it too is like, I don't know, you're still just kind of not experimenting. That's not really the right word, but you're just like doing what you think the horse needs, and sometimes you're wrong.
Yeah, you're feeling it out and doing the best you can. And
or you're like, let's try this. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this, you know? So there's like a whole level of that where I think you probably get better at like knowing what that horse needs exactly. But yeah, it can be intimidating sometimes. Hi, Bob. Don't be mean to
hang out with
Macy,
these guys a little while longer, and then we'll go over and check on Josie.
You got flies on your back, buddy. You fly sprayed. The flies really have been pretty good here. Actually, at home, they've gotten a lot better.
Man, they really have.
Gosh, we started feeding a fly feed through to everyone. We got fly predators. We hung probably, no joke, 30 fly traps. And like have been changing those out. And the flies aren't so bad now. Finally. They were so bad this year. I don't know if it was just like the warm winter and the warm spring, but they were really early and really bad. And it was like those big black house flies. Now it's these littler flies. I don't know what kind they are.
I did see, just to share with folks watching, Michael Rue commented and said that he's used like a pour over for his horses, and it's applied by weight. So thanks, Michael, for sharing. Here's a question from Ava Greer. Do the curly Mustangs have better immune systems than domestic curly horses? Ava, will you add another chat there? Like, because I don't know if are curlies known for having poor immune systems in like the domestic herd?
Yeah.
Because I would imagine, I don't know this, Alyssa, you can kind of add to this, but I would imagine the curly Mustangs probably have extremely good immune systems because they survive out in the wild, and it is not an easy life out there. So I haven't dove into that. I'll have to actually look into that a little bit more.
Yeah, we really don't know anything about curlies. We're excited to learn more about them, but she's the first curly I've ever owned.
Whatever, I did at least 20 minutes of Google research
Nice.
the other day, so I'm an expert now.
You asked the Google machine?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to make shorts. It told me, actually, like, so curlies are kind of known or thought to be hypoallergenic. And it sounds like it's kind of similar to poodles, where it's like, yeah, some are not, and there's varying levels. But I was reading a scholarly article. It was actually a peer-reviewed article. I don't remember the journal it was in. But in their test, the curlies actually had more allergen than like 4 other horses that they tested.
She has a lot of dandruff.
So, yeah, so that was kind of interesting. Like I said, I'm an expert, so.
Clyde's hypoallergenic.
That is one thing. I was complaining the other day about being allergic to hay, and I was like, oh, this is the worst if you own horses. Well, it would be a lot worse to be actually allergic to horses.
Our horse pillow is guaranteed hypoallergenic, though.
Kim Kelso wants one of the horse pillows. Oh, here's a question from Libby. It says, Alyssa, what taxidermy project are you working on? I heard you mention it in a recent video.
I am mounting a bighorn sheep. And it's called a wall pedestal. So it's like a shoulder mount, but it also has a scalloped back covered in leather. So it's kind of like a pedestal is when they sit on a base. But this goes on the wall, so it's flat, and then it's scalloped on part of it. So you just get like more shoulder. I don't know. I think they make a nice mount.
Yeah, and it looks awesome. I'm super excited for the guy to get it.
And this guy's cool. He had a really cool trip. He took horses up there. He actually hunted the same unit that Jason's bighorn sheep came out of. And because for those of you that don't know, it's like a once in a life. It is a once in a lifetime take. You can only draw a bighorn sheep, especially in this area, once ever in Idaho. And so this guy is battling cancer and wasn't even sure if he'd be able to go on the hunt. And the doctors allowed him to be off chemo long enough to go on the hunt. And so he was spending days up there not really seeing anything, and then ended up going down to get some water. His son went with him, and this ram popped out of the trees like 60 yards from him, and he was able to take this ram. And so he was getting pretty tired at that point, and so it just ended up working out really well. He took his old horses up there. It was kind of like their last hunt and probably one of like his last hard hunts. Hopefully not, but anyway, so I've been really wanting to get this sheep done for him because it just meant so much to him and stuff. So anyway, pretty cool. You got hay in your eyeball. His little eye was shut, and he had a piece of hay sticking out of it. He's like, my eye. It's dangerous business eating hay.
I wanted to read this comment from Ellie Yinger. It says, I just wanted to say, and I don't know if you'll see this, but I really enjoy watching your videos, and I really admire how you treat your equines. I started watching when you got Josie, so long time viewer. Ago. Yeah, awesome. And I wanted to say thank you for your encouragement. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate all you guys, especially the people that come on the lives, because you're like our big time community, big time fans, whatever. And you guys are always so positive and encouraging, and we really do appreciate that. I saw someone had a question, but now it just jumped on me. So we'll go to this one from Elaine Thomas. How far is the drive from your 200 acres to your house? It's over an hour. So it's just not much over an hour, but it is over an hour, which is pretty significant. Now we've got it to where we're just, a lot of the time we'll just go one way each day. For a while we were coming like down and back every day, so it got kind of old. But now we'll stay the night here, and then we'll stay the night at the other home the next night, and back and forth. That way we only have to drive one way each time. Here's one from Truth Wins. Says, thinking about Honey, are you concerned that trailering her to the new property could cause any setbacks? I have some thoughts on that. What are your thoughts first, so Alyssa?
Yeah, and it probably will. And that's just, I don't know. It's just what we got to do, though. So, but yeah, I kind of expect it to. And so,
well, I kind of have a little different perspective. My my thought is it will probably have a little setback, but her like resiliency and her like how quickly she bounces back from scary things has gotten way better since we've had her. And the main concern for us was loading her in the trailer. But what we'll do is back up the trailer to her pen, and I will actually load her in the trailer with the flag so that Alyssa, like all the bonding she's done, that way she doesn't have to drive her into the trailer. And we'll video it so you guys will see how we load her in the trailer, because we'll have to obviously load her loose. She's not on the halter yet and stuff, but see how this works. But I'll actually flag her into the trailer, and that way it won't cause a setback on what she and Alyssa had been working on. So you guys will get to see that process. We'll film flagging her into the trailer and kind of show you the pressure and release, at work. I did it a little bit when I was working at the Black Hills Wild Horse Sanctuary with horses, and it works pretty good. You just take your time and slowly get them going in the right direction. And so we'll share that on a video in the future. But we didn't want Alyssa to have to do it because she's spent all this time trying to get closer and get Honey comfortable with Alyssa being right up next to her. And so that was the main thing we were worried about. But that is a good question, something we've thought about. But it'll be worth it when she's here. She'll be over there in that silver pen. She'll have buddies right out the back door. And it'll be really nice for working with her. So it'll be worth it, even if it does cause just a little bit of a setback.
And I'm not too worried if I would have to flag her in. But Jason volunteered, and I was like, you want to?
Yeah, definitely. So. Even if you did have to kind of drive her in with the flag, I don't think it would be a major setback.
No, I don't either. But yeah, I mean, it's a new environment, and so she'll probably have some time to adjust for sure.
Oh, new here's pen, one from Ellie Yinger. It says, and I've seen this before, and that's why I wanted to make sure I address it before it gets skipped. It says, just a thought, but I think more positive reinforcement with Cheyenne could be really helpful. That's a super valid, well, I guess I'm not an expert on it, but that is a valid style of horsemanship. It's just not what we do for our horsemanship. We want these guys to be ready to go for riding and working in the mountains, and we kind of have a system that we trust and that we stick to versus going back and forth. But that being said, I guess I don't know exactly what you're talking about with positive reinforcement, whether you're talking about target training or clicker training or what exactly, but she gets a lot of positive reinforcement as far as like feel good stuff, and you saw it giving snacks a lot and stuff like that. But we kind of just work until our system works for the horse. We're not going to go back and forth a whole bunch. I think a lot of that positive reinforcement stuff is pretty good on the ground, but then if you want to ride them, then you kind of, and again, I'm kind of speaking out of school here because I don't do a lot of clicker training, obviously, but I think once you get on their back, that can be not as beneficial as the style that we go with. But super valid thought, definitely. And who knows, maybe in the future we'll end up trying that. We're not against it by any means, but it's just not the system that we run.
Yeah, I think everything has a time and a place, but I don't know. You kind of just got to figure out what works for you. And I think Cheyenne's improving leaps and bounds just doing it this way. And
she is. Things are starting to really click. There's a couple more videos that we've filmed and edited now that'll be coming out, tomorrow and Sunday?
Tomorrow and Sunday. And then we got another one.
Stay tuned. She's doing extremely well. And I do want to say, I mean, that might have sounded condescending when I was just talking a second ago, but there's just horsemen that we admire and really look up to that do the system and the program that we do, and they make amazing horses that love their humans, they love their jobs, and so that's what we're learning. And I wouldn't do my horse justice if I was waffling back and forth between styles. So but again, my opinion could change in the future.
The other thing too is like we do a lot of mountain riding And you know, we want our horses to be like safe up in the mountains. And so I don't know, I haven't done enough treat training, and so this might upset some people, but it seems like a lot of people that do a ton of treat training are just doing it in a corral,
Yeah.
or in an arena, and they're not really riding up in the mountains. And at some point your horse has to handle pressure of all kinds, because they're going to face it up in the mountains. And so I guess for us, we just want to make them safe and not overreactive to that pressure. And so the way that we train seems like it definitely does that for them. Maybe treat training with the right person could do the same thing, but like we said, we just haven't spent time really diving into that, and don't really plan to. For the, you know, I'm sure there's scenarios where it would really come in handy. And I kind of like use food reinforcement with honey out of a feed bucket. So it's
Totally
kind of like that. So, I mean, there's a time and a place for it, and we're not against it. You know, first touch, using some food to get that first touch with Mustangs is definitely helpful, but we don't really stick with that very long.
I got a question here from John Smith. We've been wondering the same thing. Says, when do we hear what Mesa's DNA results were?
Oh my gosh.
That's a great question.
I know.
We've been wanting to do that ride and that video for weeks and weeks now. And we just got busy with this new property and the new Mustangs. But what we're going to do is we're probably going to take her for a ride up in that country.
Yep.
And we'll pony her. I'll ride Riata, and we'll go up there and we'll look at this view out over the whole valley, start getting Mesa in shape, and we'll share those results. So it'll probably be soon now, I hope. We said that a few weeks ago, but I did see, let me rewind back here. Doodle-doodle. Crud, I might be, oh, I'm getting to it. Oh, I saw Marie by the seashore said, we have some actual curly horse owners on here that can attest to their actual hardiness. And yeah, if I missed some from folks who own curly horses, I would love to hear your experience with them and what you know about the curlies, because they are sure cool.
Good girl.
We love our curly girl. She's awesome. Alyssa's gotten so much done. I don't remember in tomorrow's video what all you got done, but man, they're rolling.
Yeah, I think it's day 2 with her tomorrow.
Oh, this is a great comment from Leah. It says, by the way, your spray tans look phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. How about this?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh man.
Look at the difference.
Oh gosh, you're gonna regret that.
Look at the difference.
Who's whiter, Alyssa or
That's
Clyde?
my nice spray tan.
Can't believe you just did that. Oh man, someone better hit the like button for that one. That was.
I wore shorts today, and I was like, "This is embarrassing."
That was some purely live gold right there.
Yeah, they're very white.
I hope the feed was good.
So the spray tan, I want a refund.
You want a refund?
I want a refund because it's clearly not working.
Matilda says, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Oh, that's funny. I can't believe you
My
did
farmer's tan is not quite as bad as that, but it's pretty bad.
That was funny. Let's go say hi to the other girls. Oh, Kim Kelso says, Curly Sue cracks me up with her sassy attitude.
She does.
I think I saw Coy was on here a little ways back.
You see Rooster. He's just over here munching by himself.
Oh, yeah. Coy says, there are always 50 ways to do the same thing. You have to do what works and is comfortable for you. Yes, that is very wise words. Those are very wise words. As you guys can tell, like getting my timing right as is already tough. So if I was going back and forth doing different methods and stuff instead of just buying in 100% and trying to do the best I can with one thing, it would be even more challenging.
Yeah.
That's what I did when I started with my very first horse. I was like, who do I want to learn from? Like Pirelli, Clinton Anderson, Chris Cox. Like there's so many good horsemen out there that get amazing things done. I was like, I can't try to learn from all of these. So I just chose Buck Brannaman, and I just dove into that style of horsemanship because it was overwhelming to take tidbits from literally everyone when you're first learning. Oh, here we go. Athena says, a friend of mine has a curly, and she's 23 years old, was a rodeo horse and trail horse, and is a great horse. Not many problems besides she's starting to slow down a bit. Well, that's pretty good at 23.
Oh, that's the spot.
That's awesome. Oh man, buddy.
Right up in his little armpit. Oh, buddy. Oh my goodness.
I still can't believe you showed your calves on here.
I blinded everyone.
That was funny. Did we lose any viewers from that? Yeah, Coy says Alyssa and I are twins. Tan on the top, ghost on the bottom.
True. It happens. Before you know it, you're like, oh shoot. Summer's already here and I have not tanned my legs. Happens every year.
I wear shorts more than Alyssa does.
Yeah.
I don't know, going to the gym and stuff. I guess you wear leggings at the gym and I wear shorts most of the time in the summer.
Yeah, my
So that's
legs
probably why.
just never see the sun.
Yeah, and it shows.
It shows. It really does.
Sleepy Frog says, Sue's baby mule can be called Lakota.
Yeah.
They're planning ahead for us. Let's go see the other herd.
Limbo. Made it.
The stripes and spots herd. Yeah, JoJo says, I like Buck way more than Clinton Anderson. Yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, don't get me started. But I'll just say one thing. I just saw a post that it was Clinton Anderson saying he no longer allows mules at his clinic. And I was like, that settles it. I already didn't like this guy. And that was the final nail in the coffin. Obviously, I don't know him at all personally. But I was like, if you don't like mules, then I don't like you.
My mom did a bunch of Clinton Anderson when I was a kid. She went to his clinics, and it definitely helped her with her and her horse because her horse was kind of walking all over. And so I saw the good it did for my mom and her horse, but like everything, it can be taken to an extreme, or you've got trainers under your name that aren't doing a good job. So yeah, we don't follow his methods, but it's kind of like what Coy said. It's like whatever works for you. If you want to treat train, treat train. If you want to do Clinton Anderson, do Clinton Anderson.
Yeah.
If you want to follow Buck Brannaman, as long as it's working and you're a partner with your equine and you guys have a good relationship, it's like, who cares? Who cares what method you use? So
I just saw there's a couple comments about Buck here back to back, and it's interesting, and they're both true. One's from Carol. It says, I was at the first Buck clinic after the movie was released. He was tough on folks. And then the next one says, Buck is so down to earth and truly cares about the horse. And both of those are true in our experience. Between us, we've been to maybe 5 Buck clinics or so, somewhere in there. And the way I see it is Buck talks to people like you communicate with a horse. You just you don't fluff things and make it confusing. You just tell it like it is,
black and white,
and set them up to be successful. And that's kind of he doesn't mince words. He just says how to do it, says what he's seeing, and hopefully you don't get your feelings hurt. And that probably comes from how horses and mules don't have an ego. They don't get their feelings hurt when you tell them to move their feet. They're not offended, so I think that's probably a little bit of it.
I think with Buck, it's like you're paying money, you're showing up to learn, and he's just going to point out the things to make you a better horseman because that's what you came to do. And so when people either ignore him or talk back or want to argue, he just doesn't have much tolerance for that because it's like, well, why are you here? If you didn't come to learn and you came here to argue with me, why are you here? And you're just taking away from the other participants in the clinic who actually want to learn. But I feel like if you just are respectful to him and try your best, he really appreciates that and he sees that. And he's an amazing teacher.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're gonna argue with him and I don't know, then he's just kind of like, why are you here?
Yeah.
And he gets kind of fed up with that, which I don't blame him.
Do we want to do a name announcement on this video? Curly name announcement?
Oh,
I've seen
sure.
A couple times people have asked what Curly's name is, if we've settled on a name yet. So even though we're not with Curly, it feels kind of wrong, but we've been tipped pretty strongly from the start in one direction. Do you want to do the name announcement? Hit the like button if you want a name announcement, everybody.
Yeah.
It's at 204 right now. If that thing gets to 210, in the next
only
minute.
2:10.
We'll do it. Yeah, it has to be in the next minute though.
We'll call my dogs again. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna take my mic
Yell
off
into
so I don't
everyone's
yell.
ears. Oh, we're up to 2:05. We got 45 seconds left. While we're waiting here, Banuti Patty says Buck is transparent and straightforward with people, just as he is with horses. That's well said. I agree. That's what I was trying to say, but I got kind of like discombobulated. Yeah, let's hear your Yeti
That's
call.
the Yeti call. Did it work?
Did it work? I hear her. There she is.
I'll protect you from Josie. You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, it's very bad. Uh-oh, here she comes.
Nope.
Run.
Nope.
Run. You're going to get stomped out on live television.
Come here, Squirrel.
Hey, we made it to 250.
Just come over to the
Thank you
fence.
guys for hitting the like button in all seriousness.
You don't stomp my dogs, ma'am.
She'll stomp a chicken and she'll stomp a
Don't
dog.
you stomp my dogs.
Little stinker. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Let's talk about your white legs more. It says, as for white legs, I have the same issue. People give me a hard time when I wear shorts. I tell them, sorry, got to the morgue late last night. These were the only legs they had left. I wasn't sure where that comment was going for a minute.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? They don't get tan unless they're out in the sun. And so sometimes you just gotta have white legs.
That's hilarious.
But mine are real bad.
Okay, Marie by the seashore says, please say it's Curly Sue.
Oh, did we make it?
Yeah, we're at 278 now.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
we went flying past. Let's see. All right, let's get set up. We need a
Are you ready?
epic back. No, we're not ready. Josie. We need an epic background, and we need a horse of some sort in the shot. So
how's your it?
Since Curly's not here yet, she'll be here soon. These guys.
Can you see me over this thing?
All right. First off, drop a guess in the comments. What are you guys guessing it's going to be?
Are you ready?
People probably know.
3, 2, 1. Patricia. No, I'm just kidding. we named her Sue.
Curly Sue.
Curly Sue or Sassy Sue.
But it's spelled S-I-O-U-X like the tribe, the Sioux tribe.
Yeah.
It just fits. It felt right from the very first time I heard it. I was
and when she's not, you call her Susan. That just feels right. Susan.
Susan,
don't you do that, Susan.
Don't push Marley around, Susan.
Also, if your name is Susan, we mean no offense to you. No offense.
That's funny. Yeah, so Sassy Sue, Curly Sue. Her name is Sue, and it fits her very well, I think.
What are you doing? Your belly's fluffy.
Kenny Summit says, I found a video with Alyssa with no hat on, and you won at fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare video when Alyssa's not wearing a hat.
My forehead's just as wide as my legs.
And I think in that video, you might not have had jeans in some of it. So it's like, man, what a... Hey,
yeah, I think my legs were tanner in that video, though, than they are now.
I'm sure they weren't whiter.
Probably not. I don't think that's possible.
We're gonna go back to that same lake soon and do some fishing. We won't do any swimming yet because it'll be freezing cold.
I need to start tanning my legs.
But yeah, we're gonna go back up there and do a little fishing really soon. I don't know if we'll take Josie or Rooster. Maybe both. I don't know. It's hard to film and both of us pony one.
It is.
We'll take Clyde Riata and then either probably Rooster or Josie.
There you go, buddy.
Or maybe I'll ride Taz instead. Here's a question from Michael Rue. Oh, sweet. Someone gave us a someone gave us a $5 super thanks. I'll check on that in just a second. But before I lose it, Michael Rue says, is there anything you can do to help Josie get used to the dogs? That's a great question. I'm trying to think if I've heard Ty talk about that.
I mean, she's good if we have her on a line. Like if we're ponying her or leading her, she knows not to go after the dogs. But when they're free in the pen,
not much you can do.
Yeah. She's not like afraid of them. It's like it's fun for her to try to stop them. So, I mean, maybe you could like throw a rock at her. I don't know.
But
by then she'd already be stomping your dog. So
trail rides with the dogs and stuff gets them kind of used to it. But then again, like once they're off lead or you're not riding them, it's like there's not really much you can do.
Yeah.
It's a good question though. Maybe if anyone has experience, you can add some feedback.
We just make a rule. Our dogs know, like, stay out. Yeti came over for a treat. She got a little excited. But when we're not in here, they don't come in here. They're pretty afraid of our equines. So have a good healthy fear of them. But when we're with our mules, it's our responsibility to protect our dogs.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. But when we're not with our mules, it's the dog's responsibility to stay out of the pen. But I mean, obviously, it's our job to teach them that. But that's kind of our rule for the dogs. So they've learned it. Especially Squirrel. He's terrified of almost everything, but he really is like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
So,
Here's
which is good because
here's a question from Demar. It says, "What are your thoughts on those hay feeders?"
I like them. This little rail under here that kind of holds up this deal finally broke off. But gosh, we've had this thing for, I don't know, 4 years.
And the animals are pretty hard on them. Yeah, there was a rail that went along the bottom that kind of held it up there and it broke. But man, the animals, they flip them with their head to get the hay that kind of falls out underneath.
I mean, Riata will scooch it, like in our other property. Riata will scooch it from here like 100 feet a night, every night. She'll just move it all around. So the fact that it's held up that much, and the plastic's really held up. And so other than the welds breaking on that one rail, which I think we could probably have someone weld back on, we don't know how to weld. That's one skill we don't have. So we don't have a welder and we don't know how to use it even if we had a welder. So I would be a very nice skill to know. But anyway, maybe we can find someone that can weld it back on for us. But it still works.
I found the super thanks finally. So it was from Stacy and says, "Hello from New Zealand."
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. That's awesome. We really appreciate it.
In New Zealand.
We would love to go to New Zealand one day. For the most part, we are like Western U.S. is where we want to explore and where we want to be. But New Zealand looks amazing. Those pictures of those big rugged mountains, especially when there's like some green up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it just is stunning country. It looks really neat.
Plus tar, awesome.
Yeah. Here's one from Ellie Yinger again. Thanks for all the questions, Ellie. We really appreciate it. It says, "What's your favorite breed of horse?" Mine is probably the Appaloosa. That's a great question and a great choice on your part as well. I'll let you go first, Alyssa. Favorite breed?
Can I have a tie?
Yeah.
Mustang and quarter horse.
Yep. And yes, we know Mustang is not officially a breed, but
we're gonna call it that.
Yeah. So Mustang and quarter horse was yours?
She can have some. Yeah.
You're not even letting appies in there, huh?
No.
So my favorite breed of horse would probably be, oh man, I almost want to go quarter horse, but it's kind of like there's kind of three. It's just quarter horse, Mustangs, and appies. I don't know if this is the reason, but the first horse I ever owned when I was a kid, or ever rode when I was a kid, I was probably, good grief, maybe like 5 years old. He was a gelding named Lucky, and he was kind of similar in color to Josie, but no black, and just a bunch of loud Appaloosa spots. He was a leather appy, and I really liked him. It was my grandma and grandpa's horse. And so I don't know if that stuck with me over the years, or if I just think they're cool looking, or maybe it's my native blood that really likes appies. But I just love Appaloosas. I'm really drawn to them.
If Jason gets 3, can I get 3?
You can have him third.
This isn't really a breed, but I like half drafts. I've really gotten into the whole half drafts.
Good one.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They still got some athleticism, but they're big and heavy. I like them. Seem real chill. Mace's my girl, man. I know she's Jason's, but in my mind, I've stolen her. She's my horse. So.
She's both of our girls. We love Mace.
I love Mace.
And for those that don't know, she's a Percheron cross. Hey, Rindy Good gave us a $10 super thanks. Thank you, Rindy. We really appreciate that.
Riata's like, now buy me treats.
I know what you could spend $10 on.
Yeah, apples ASAP. Let's go.
This bale of hay that you're eating.
That.
Actually,
$10 gone.
And this is what it turns into.
Yep.
There's $10 right there
on the ground that we have to clean up.
Let us know you guys' favorite horse breed in the comments. We would love to kind of see. And if you want, let's throw in mules with it. If I had to choose, I would just choose a mule first. And for bonus, I'd go Appaloosa color. But let's hear your favorite equine breeds in the comments. That would be kind of fun to read through.
Josie, you're so grumpy.
This is funny. Jeff Topper says, "I like sawhorses, except they really hurt my butt."
They're a little narrow.
That's funny. You're probably a construction guy, Jeff, I bet. Hey, PG here says, I had to look this up. Jason's propensity is a natural inclination, preference, or innate tendency to behave in a particular way. It describes a deeply ingrained or habitual disposition. Huh. Is that this? So my propensity towards appies, I'm assuming, is what you're talking about. It makes sense. Those are good memories. It's some of my first memories were riding Lucky in the muddy pasture in Coos Bay, Oregon. Those were good days. Oh, man. Laura Yaks 4075 says, I adore watching all your wonderful videos and gave $10 super thanks.
You get more apples.
Yeah, thank you, Laura.
You get another.
Oh, this is cool. So Mary M says Akelteki is her favorite. So that's pretty neat. The owner of this property has at least one Akelteki stud. And yeah, so that's pretty neat. That's really cool.
She's a big fan.
Yeah. And Rooster, didn't his bloodlines go back to the Akelteki?
Turkoman.
But isn't that related or no?
I think Turkomans are kind of founded the Akelteki.
Okay. Yeah.
Had a lot of influence on them.
Here's a question from Balanced Living. Good name. Oh, wait, no, that's not the person that asked the question. But the Balanced Living says, quarter horse for me. I think that's a great pick. I love
the cool thing about quarter horses is like there's so many like different branches of quarter horse breeding that they can like literally do anything.
Yep.
They can race, they can do like Western pleasure, they can do cow working, they can jump, they can do barrel racing, they can like it's so impressive. Like obviously some of them have a lot of thoroughbred influence and stuff, but it's pretty cool that it's all still under the quarter horse breed and there's like so many things you can do with them.
Yeah. Talk about versatile. Here's a comment from Larry. Our buddy Larry says, oh yeah, and this is a good one. It says, I want a Nez Perce horse. It's an official breed. And yes, it is. And I didn't know that until you told me that, Larry, I don't think.
Yeah.
I watched a little video on it after you told me that. But yeah, they're super cool. And I don't know enough of the history. I don't remember from that video to share on here. But yeah, if you don't know about them and you're interested in horses, you can search for them on YouTube and you should be able to find a little video on them. But pretty cool. I think they were started by the tribe, but I don't want to speak out of turn again. But yeah, really cool, like Appaloosa type horses over there.
You never gonna grow anymore. Are you just done?
Here's a question from Melinda. That was mean.
I have to referee.
You gotta be the blocker.
Foul, Josie.
Here's a question from Melinda Madrigal. Says, what kind of changes, if any, that you have had noticed in the herd dynamics? Okay, yeah, changes in herd dynamics. Well, as you can see, Josie and Riata are fierce enemies.
Frenemies.
That's why we have to put one pile of hay on the ground so that things can kind of settle down and then they can share out of this thing.
Or if I'm here to block.
Yeah, we need a permanent blocker. Who wants to be our blocker? Full-time job. For the most part, the way we have it split up right now, it's a very peaceful existence. The other pen, Mesa, is low man on the totem pole in the other herd. It goes Rooster first, then Clyde, then Mesa. And over here, it goes Taz, then Josie, then Riata.
Yeah.
And in the herd of the Wild Girls at home, it goes Curly by a mile.
Yeah, Curly's a big bully. Oh my goodness.
And then it goes Cheyenne and then Marley.
Rude.
So,
poor little Marley. She just is like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, she doesn't really mind. She just like kind of leaves and then comes back. And
now you're going to bite Taz? Josie, just eat your food.
Oh, here's a question from L. I don't know if it's pronounced LEP or LP. I don't remember. Maybe it was just LP, I feel like. It says, Jason, did you ever get Riata's custom saddle from Reed Vite? Good question. No, I haven't yet, but I am super pumped because it should be late this summer. I should get it, and I cannot wait. I've actually been wanting to ride Taz a little more just because, like, Riata's saddle doesn't fit her super well. And I don't want her white spots to come back. So I want to kind of take it a little easy on her. But I wanted to show you guys on that note. Thanks for bringing that up. She came to us. She's like, what are you doing? She came to us with these white dots.
Don't be mean to her.
She has one on each side. And they're really like sharp and distinct. So she came to us with those. And then last summer when I was riding a lot with Ty, a lot of mountain miles and stuff. She got a little bit of white
Oh.
back here on this part, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna have big old white patches on her now. But they weren't severe enough to stay. So when she shed out, they left. So I was so excited once she shed out and they were gone. That was a huge relief. So I didn't know that they could disappear, actually. I thought kind of all of them were permanent because those ones that she came to us with are so permanent. But yeah, if they're not severe, they'll shed out.
Yeah, her saddle hadn't done that until last summer, and then it was just like all of a sudden, like, oh well, we need a different saddle.
Yep, and thankfully one is on the way.
Yes.
Oh, here's another fun question. You guys are bringing the heat today. Thank you. From Ellie Yinger again. What's your favorite horse color? Let us know that in the comments. A lot of people have been dropping stuff on their favorite breeds, and one that we didn't talk about was Gypsy Vanners. Those are really pretty. We enjoyed looking at those at the Salmon Select horse sale. So Alyssa, what's your favorite color?
Probably a really deep red sorrel with a flaxen mane tail.
Oh yeah, you're always drawn to those flaxen manes. It's a good question. Mine would be, I don't know, I love leopard appies, but also grulas. I'm super like, so for those that don't know, we had a horse named Timber before, and she ended up having wobblers, and we lost her, and it was really sad. But she was going to be my mountain mare originally, and she was a Grula registered quarter horse.
So pretty.
Stunning, beautiful, big stripe down her back, just a classic Grula. And so she was my buddy, and I'm always drawn to that Grula color. So I like it a lot. Now I got my Mesa girl, and
yeah, we got Mesa.
She was my replacement mountain mare.
Yeah.
So
we don't mean that in a rude way towards Timber.
No, we think about Timber all the time. For those that didn't watch, we have one of Timber's horseshoes in our permanent highline at home.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Timber was beautiful. Ellie says she remembers Timber.
Little Timber.
Yeah, you've been watching for quite a while. Thank you. A lot of colors coming in that people have been suggesting. Here's one from Draco Bear, says stark black and white. Oh, stark black and white Pinto is my favorite color. That's a good one. Here's a question from Sherry Winland. Do y'all have any plans to pony the new Mustangs in the mountains?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hopefully soon. Marley's probably about ready.
Marley's ready. She's leading pretty good. Actually, Curly is coming along pretty good as far as like flowing pretty good.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That video's not out yet. But we've been working with them quite a bit lately, and Alyssa's been turning around the videos super fast. So like we've said, there's one coming out tomorrow and one coming out Sunday.
Yes. And then hopefully one Monday if I get it edited in time.
But yeah, I think ponying in the mountains is extremely valuable, and that's something we want to do with all of our Mustangs that we're going to rehome, because it just sets them up for success. And if they're good at ponying in the mountains and going on trails and stuff, it's just a well-rounded, nice horse.
Oh, now you're being the bully.
Here's one from Peggy Emerson. We'll probably wrap this up pretty soon. We're gaining on an hour. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for a full hour tonight. This is crazy.
Look at your spotty boy.
Usually our Feed With Us Fridays aren't this long. Oh, man. Ellie Ying bringing the heat on all like the fun little questions. Do you prefer mares or geldings? That's a great question.
I have always kind of been a mare person.
Yeah.
I just feel like
they're gritty.
Mares are, they're just gritty. And sometimes it's harder to win mares over. But once you do, I just feel like they will do anything for you.
Yeah.
And geldings, all the geldings I've had, Rooster included, Clyde included, Taz included, they're very sweet and kind, but they kind of are sensitive, and you can kind of hurt their feelings pretty easy almost. Like they'll shut down a little bit faster when like the going gets tough and you like kind of need them to do something. It seems like they just don't quite have that like grit and heart like
Taz says, I'll show you grit right now.
Yeah, Taz. Look at this.
Look at this grit.
Look at this. I pushed this mule off. We're going to scooch it so you can get through there a little easier.
I would say I always wind up with mares and mollies, and it's not really by choice. It's just that's what I've always had, and I really like them. I do not like, especially on my first mare that I had back when I was in South Dakota, the first big heat cycle in the spring.
That's a bad thing about me.
Is a real struggle. It was for her at least. So that was a downside. But I like my mollies and mares. Like I loved Timber. I absolutely love Mesa. She's the coolest horse ever. I can't wait for you guys to get to see more of Mesa because she's incredible. And I can't wait to start her next year. And of course, I'm trying to get Riata in the shop because she's my girl.
I feel like with like mules, Johns tend to be more just immature and always like messing with stuff. And I feel like mollies are more like business minded. Like they like line out a little bit better and they just aren't messing with stuff as much.
Yep.
And it seems like a lot of times Johns are like, oh, what's this? Oh, let's bite this one. Oh, let's, and they always are kind of just fooling around, which can sometimes lead to not some wrecks, but like just things not going as smoothly. So the mollies definitely seem like once you're like out on the trails, they're just kind of like, this is our job, this is what we're doing. They're a little more serious. So
yeah,
just our experience.
Yeah, I think that's fairly common in general. Here's a nice comment from Garland Holder. Says, if you let us know when you're about to move honey, those of us that are so inclined can say a short prayer for safety and success. I would like to know. We will try to let you know, and we really appreciate the prayers.
Yeah, it should be in a couple weeks, I think.
Dealing with these guys, like safety is always, of the utmost importance, and things can go wrong with these big guys, and we always appreciate prayers from folks. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. If I missed any of your questions, well, I did miss a lot of your questions. So we'll try to go live again on Monday, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us for Feed With Us Friday. Let us know if you liked doing it out here and if the feed was good the whole time. It seems like it was, which is a huge relief. I love the view out here. It's nice and quiet.
Yeah. And normally we do Feed With Us Fridays in the morning, but I was working on taxidermy this morning, so we did not.
Yeah. Here's one last question from Ellie Yinger again. Says, this is a fun one to end on. When you're not training, recording, or doing barn chores, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? What's something you enjoy, Alyssa?
Hiking in the mountains. We like going shed hunting, so looking for deer and elk antlers. For those of you that don't know, they drop their antlers every year naturally, and so it's fun to go up there and try to look for those because, I don't know, it's like an added bonus, but you also get a hike in some really pretty country, and I like the exercise. What else do I like doing? I have not done this in a long time.
Sun tanning.
I love sun tanning my legs, as you can clearly see.
Full circle.
No, but I do really like gardening, actually, and like trying to grow things. That's something I haven't spent a lot of time doing, but it's something I actually am really passionate about. And also painting and drawing, I really like doing. Also something I haven't done in a very, very long time, but that I'm passionate about. We just don't have that much free time. And when we do, normally it's going hiking or something like that, first and foremost. What about you?
For me, the things that come to front of mind are I really enjoy hunting, shooting my bow, lifting weights, and that's kind of it. There hasn't been much time for any of that. Recently we've been just really enjoying being with the horses, and we haven't even dusted off our archery equipment yet, but we're gonna get it set up out here and start practicing shooting our bows, and we're gonna set up a little home gym in the shop here, and we'll be rolling. We'll have the best of all worlds. We'll be spending time with horses and mules and practicing archery and hopefully getting back in shape. So
awesome. We both really enjoy weightlifting, and it's not something we really talk about for show on this channel, but it is something we both really enjoy doing.
That's what my degree's in, and the main reason that we kind of enjoy it is we've forced ourselves into the habit of enjoying it because we want to be able to enjoy the mountains and horses and mules even when we're 70 or 80 or 90, Lord willing. So it's something that we do try to make a priority. So. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. This was exactly 1 hour long. And I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And we'll see you on the next one.